the shops are and everything.
You got a red light or
No,
what?
it's a blinker.
Oh.
Yeah, go slow. It's a cute little town, but I mean, you know, it's sort of a cowboy town.
Continue on US 89 North for 10 miles.
Okay. Yeah, see? Cowboy Steakhouse. This is known for this. You walk by here, you can smell them barbecuing and stuff.
Are they Mormons?
They're probably all Mormons here, right? You know, what the hell? Everybody's a Mormon around. You gotta get used to it. Everybody's a Mormon.
Mormons are cowboys?
Oh, yeah. They were everything. The Mormons, don't think of the Mormons as what Brigham Young type thing you think of. Mormons are regular things. They got jobs just like you and I and everything. They're workers and they're everything. They're in everywhere. Half the people you deal in a restaurant, or probably more than half of the waitresses, are Mormons. Everybody's a Mormon. Most of the people here who are not Mormon are retired. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They come here to be whatever. I don't know. Henry Hitch's post. You know, so, yeah, but, yeah. Color country.
We're going north to go to the highway instead of south?
Because the highway, there's no way to get over there this way. Unless we go back the way we were to 143.
I was just
this is a different
trying
road.
to...
Yeah, no, we're going north to the 20, and then the 20 will go east to the highway. Yeah.
East or west?
West, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, because
we're going to make a left.
The
It shows
was
you
over there.
Yeah.
That's all right. I mean,
we got 10 miles to go. So
I'm just trying to orient myself.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been up here. You know, I because I'm not wanting to go into those stores, so you know, they don't throw me, so I don't bother coming up here. I just have to go through.
You'd have to really be hard up to go up there specifically to go to the stores.
Well, yes, people do. You know, they're believers.
There's not that many stores there.
Yeah, but they got those antique shops. I could buy, there was a guy there that made saddles. I mean, handmade saddles.
All right, well,
and he sold them for thousands of dollars. He says, I tell you, he says my saddles and handmade saddles are not the same as the ones you go buy off of, Sayers and Rollins. He says, he says this one, they use cheap stuff underneath. They put a letter over the top. He says, I got wood and deerskin and, and all kinds of stuff. I mean, he charges $3,000, $4,000, depending on how fancy you want it. He puts the speckles, he puts whatever you want on it. It's custom made, Yeah, well, all these ranches, I'm telling you, you know what surprised me when I got here? I've been to other places where there's a lot of cattle. But these guys actually use horses to get round up their cattle. You know what I mean? It's not like you see them with the ATVs and the motorcycles and all that. They don't. These guys go out and get them. And they got to dig them out of the trees and in the brush and collect canyons and everything. Yeah. And I thought those days were over. And they're mostly young guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not our age,
Yeah.
But they, they're in the saddle. They camp out at night. But they bring the trailer trucks to put them in. They don't haul them down to down here by with the round like in the Western movies where they drive them into the town. No, they just haul them to an area, and they put them in those trucks and take them down. You'll see those things.
Like on Yellowstone, they'll say, we got to bring the herd from the northern 40 down to the lower
they're bringing
40 because of the weather, and then they go
that's
up
what
and drive
we saw
them down.
when we were taking that New
drive
Loop.
Down.
They were bringing them down, but they were winding them into a place, and then they had the guys with their pickup trucks pulled up the cattle things, and they loaded them in, and then they took them die by cow, and then they throw them out. Yeah, so there's our next rental. You even got a trailer first. That's good. Yeah, this is all cattle country up here. That's why the people come up here, see the cowboys, and then you can see irrigation out there, and where they. But look at, I mean, I thought this was all dead, but no. And let me tell you, the stock that the LDS Church owns, I think I was watching on the internet, I think it was $14 billion. Something like that, or 1.4 billion.
Of cattle?
Livestock. Cattle, sheep, whatever it is, but that's how much they got worth.
Well,
on the hoof now.
But But there's a farmer who owns that, right? Or
No,
a rancher?
well, no, but
Right.
the church. These people, everything goes to the church, basically.
Really?
Yeah, these Mormons are still, maybe not all of them. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. I mean, but you get excommunicated if you don't tithe, and you know they got all these rules. But the point is, a lot of this is leased from the Mormon church. You know what I'm saying? They own the Mormon church, the LDS church, owns a lot of real estate in Utah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
I guess.
and because they were the first here, nobody else
Yeah.
wanted it. And they cut channel. As you can see, canal in there. You know, and they got all these little canals, and as they started farming, and then you know, I'll bet you all these ranch houses are Mormon people who lease the land from the church, and the church gets a cut of the profits. You know? Yeah. I mean, you can see. Look at all the hay stacked
Yeah.
here. Yeah, they're ready for winter. Yeah, it's a whole. That's what I'm saying about Utah. It is strange how everybody, like I did when we were back east, thought it was just desert.
Yeah.
And it ain't.
Yeah.
It ain't. It's everything.
Yeah.
Mountain farms, ranches, you know, vegetable gardens. It's, you know, mountains. It's
Yeah.
everything. Snow, skiing. You know. I mean,
Yeah.
here's the guy. Look at the cattle out there eating. He's ready to. He's got the irrigation thing out there. Make the grass grow, so the cows got something to eat. It's cheaper than buying hay or making hay.
Yeah.
He's probably going to move those cows eventually
To a
and
different
plant.
pasture.
Yeah, and then he'll
Plant.
plant.
Yeah.
You know, bring them down to a pen like this, and
Yeah.
then truck them out. Yeah, so I never saw this many cows on before, so they must have brought them all the way down already. By
Yeah,
now.
because it's
almost
cold
like-
up there. Yeah.
And there was snow, and we saw it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and you got to dig them out of that, and I bet your horse ain't happy about
Yeah.
that. My feet are cold, you know. My ears, where's my muffs? They all got the earrings, as Andrew calls it. You know, the tag of the ear.
Yeah.
So when you're leaving on Wednesday, what time you leaving?
In the morning. Or,
You're going to ride
I'm
down
gonna leave
morning?
early. Yeah.
Yeah, because so you got a flight at what, 8 or 6? Or
No, I got a flight at around 11 o'clock. Or
okay, so you'll be home at least in daylight, huh?
So. Oh, well.
Because it's a time
getting
change.
dark
You
now.
know, it'll be a 2-hour time change for you,
It'll be.
not 1 hour because you're in
yeah.
Nevada.
I think it's like 5:30 or
Yeah, well, that's still
4:30
light,
or
right?
something.
Yeah.
It's getting to the point now where it's
Oh, is
starting
it?
to get dark early.
Okay, because we're in St. George. We're at the end of the mountain side,
Yeah.
mountain zone on head west.
Oh, okay,
that's
yeah.
why it's so dark all over that thing.
Okay.
Now the clock is going to change, so it'll be a lot darker in the
Yeah.
night and a lot earlier. But
Yeah.
then the darkness creeps in the early, and then in the winter we got probably more hours darkness than we do light.
Yeah.
Because we're at the western end, you know, and so where people over there on the eastern end by Colorado and that they're an hour or 2
Yeah.
hours or 3 hours difference.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, our next
In
ramp.
half a mile, turn left onto Utah 20 West.
Okay. Now you know. I'm just making sure it goes right to the 15.
Yeah, there was a sign to the 15.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then we just stay on the 20 right to the 15.
Take the next left onto Utah 20
See,
West.
there's the sign. 15.
Yeah, I see it.
to
Yeah, it takes
15.
you right to the 15. Yeah, so I don't need the sign anymore. Yep. And then we'll just go down to 15.
Continue on Utah 20 West
Yeah,
for
that
20
way.
miles.
Thank you. Okay, let me go here and get to you.
Gee, another Sinclair. Boy, someone must have bought the Mormons must have bought the trademark.
Oh, no, well, I don't know, but there's those out here there's Sinclairs, yeah.
Sinclair was a Pennsylvania company.
Yeah, well, they used to be all over. But
Yeah,
now
they
I
used
only
to be,
see them out here.
Yeah, you don't see them in the east
You know,
anymore.
There's just Texaco in the center of St. George.
Is there a Texaco?
Now, I've seen Texacos before, so Chevron kept some of them, or they were independent.
Yeah, it's depending on
If you were an independent gas guy and used Chevron, you could keep it under the Texaco name, though, right?
They're contractual obligations. So if you were signed with Texaco and Chevron bought Texaco, you would live your contract out, and if depending on the location and where other gas stations are, they may say to you, "We don't need you anymore," or "We're changing you to Chevron."
Okay, because I've seen Chevron almost across the street from a Texaco, but I guess they have a contract probably.
Well, they have a contract, or depending on whether it's a split road, they could be right across. I'm going to say a highway or a big, thoroughfare, and still be very profitable.
Yeah, that's
because people go on when they're going this way, they go with that gas station.
This gas station, this Texaco in there, prices. Let's say we paid $3.29.
Yeah.
His regular would be $4.75, right at the center of River Road, and where St. George comes. Where where we got on the highway. If you were down to the light to River Road, that's where he is. And
well,
like
that's an independent. It's an independent.
Yeah, because the Chevron isn't selling it for that.
Yeah, it's
Chevron
an independent guy. They can sell whatever they want.
Okay, but he has a contract still, even though he's independent.
Of supply, but he fixed the price.
But he's still saying Texaco on his sign.
Yeah, but he's being supplied by Chevron because there is no Texaco anymore, and he's being supplied in compliance with the contract that is in existence with Texaco because they had to accept the contract, but the independent retailer sets the price that he sells at.
He can pick any price.
Yeah, any price he wants.
Now, how long has Texaco been bought up? You retired how long now?
2001. We were gobbled up by Chevron.
What, is it that long ago? And because you gave me that Texaco thing 30, 40 years ago.
I was in Mexico.
Yeah. Oh, look at see.
Yeah.
These beginning hoodoos.
Yeah.
That's basically what they are. Eventually this water will run in the back of them, and so I'm glad I got this on, so everybody can get a picture of it, because we're riding on a road that's pretty much empty.
Look at these. Look at these.
Yeah.
So that's a tree. I thought it was.
No, this is a long. Look at
Okay. Yeah.
And what does this say here? Your public lands, BLM. This is BLM, yeah. This don't look like there's any cattle on here. This is too steep.
Well, there was a big fight. Remember years ago where the BLM, people had their cattle on the BLM land. With
right. They were decent.
And then they said, no, get off. And then there was quite a big to do about it.
Well, they had a contract, but they were dirt cheap. That's why they wanted them off.
Yeah.
They were renting like thousands of acres for $1,000 a year or something. Yeah. See how those hoodoos are starting?
Yeah.
The water gets behind them, and look at them all. There are a bunch of them here. They're all over. Just Bryce Canyon is just like one of those areas that must have just been soft enough or whatever.
Right.
Because they're all yellowish as opposed to these darker colors. This is more of the granite type.
Well, this probably takes longer to do that.
Yeah, these are more the granite
harder
type,
stone. Yeah.
As opposed to the sandstone. Basically, they're sandstone, I guess. Yeah. See, there's some down at the bottom here. Yeah, you see it. Well, you'll see it on the picture. Yeah, I'll take a picture of this and hopefully it didn't loops. This loops, but hopefully it didn't. I think they warned you if it loops. When you're running out of, I got 128 gigs. I don't think I've ever run it this long, but we'll see. We took some pictures of you and I on.
Yeah.
You send me the pictures of you so I can put them up there and play darts in my room.
Sure.
along with Trump and Biden and Obama and all the Bush and the rest of them. Just throw darts at all of them because they, all of them are selling us down the river no matter what they tell you. Yeah, we got it probably about 20 miles or something, something like that. I didn't look.
No, it said 20 miles.
Oh, did it? Yeah, because it looked pretty long, and I had to keep scrolling to get to 15 to make sure. Hey, this is pretty country.
Yeah.
Might as well enjoy it. You're going to see it in Houston. Did Woodlands ever become a city by itself, or is it still in the county?
It's still in the county. It's a town. It is the only township in Texas.
Okay, but it is an independent township. Woodlands
it's a township, yes,
right.
and it covers. It's in Montgomery County, Harris County. Its borders go into different counties.
Now, when I was there, it had like 100 or something thousand in it. Now what is it?
Maybe 100. No, 100.
It hasn't grown. It's pretty full.
It's just about
full. Because they were building all those different sites, condominiums and apartments and all those different.
They're still doing some, but no giant building like they used to do.
Okay.
They're just about.
So all the Houston Rockets used to buy in there, right?
Oh, that was in the Carlton Woods area. Yeah, the Rockets.
They bought the players. And they used to have the French section, the Spanish section, and all the different designs of the buildings.
Different. More or less.
Not the people, but I mean the designs. Yeah, I thought it was nice.
Yeah, the Woodlands is really a nice place.
Yeah. Now I bet you couldn't afford to buy there today, huh?
Well,
what's your house worth? $1 million?
Well, it's worth what someone will pay.
Yeah,
for
I understand, but what do they say? Yeah,
but they say like $1.2 million, maybe.
Wow. And you bought it what, 25 years ago?
Yeah.
So so you didn't pay no $1.2 million, which is lucky. Were you one of the first guys?
No.
One of the early ones? No, been around a long time.
In a new area.
Oh,
in a new area, we were one of the first ones.
So the first ones in here really making it out, huh?
Oh yeah, and the Woodlands was 25 years old when we bought in.
Oh, okay. So the guys that were in the 50-year guys, I paid nothing for them compared to what.
The thing about it is that the newer houses, like mine, is relatively new, is benefited by the less than 3% interest rates. Okay.
Oh yeah, but
that means now, since people buy houses basis how much it costs me a month, they could build my master bathroom is bigger than the bedroom I grew up in.
Oh,
you know? Yeah. I mean, because they just got so big and whatever. Whoa. Because the interest rates were so low that you could buy a hell of a lot of house.
Yeah, Pop built that house.
I know.
And then it was a 3-bedroom. That was, they had picture window. You remember, this is the 50s, the 40s now, the end of the 40s. So that was all.
I remember the mom.
No air conditioning. Remember
building the rock walls.
Yeah, well,
the rock walls are gone.
I've been there. I took the kids there.
I look on the
internet.
The internet, Google. And
they're all the whole thing's gone. The big trees in the front are gone. The magnolia, the pine, the
hickory tree is gone.
Everybody. Well, in Little Lake Harbor, where the guy cut down all the trees in front of the house that we had left, and all that stuff. He changed it, but we never had a deck because we couldn't afford it, basically, and we never used it anyway because of the bugs. So. I think the guy put a big fence around it, and the whole backyard is fenced in. And,
he's the owner. He does what he wants. Whatever.
Well, Carla went and knocked on the door, and the guy chased her away. Oh, I used to I want to see my bedroom, something like that.
We pulled up the driveway of the house we lived in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And the people didn't take good care of it, we didn't think. Because I knew every...
Look at the cars they use here. You can't know they're coming after your boy until they flash them lights. Yeah. Just a black jet. That's the way it was in New Mexico, too. They'd have these guys go flying by at about 100 miles an hour, and then they flip on the lights. And you're chasing somebody,
Well, the thing about it, I've gotten a few tickets in my life, but the
77,000 we're up at here.
okay. What are all these little things on them? Anyway,
I can't.
if you're moving on the interstate, going in and out of the traffic, it doesn't matter how fast you're going; they're going to pull you over.
Yeah.
But if you're
in and out, yeah.
you know, but if you're going with the traffic
Yeah,
flow,
they let you go.
they don't.
If the traffic is all doing 80 miles an hour, they're not going to pull you over. Yeah. I mean, most of those speed limits are lower than the traffic really travels.
Hell yeah.
Even at 80 miles an hour, we have plenty of people pass us on the 15 going to Salt Lake, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is all different. Look at this. I always amazes me. I haven't taken this road since we moved here. And I don't even remember it, but look at how different it is. We just went to the cattle country where it was all kinds of valleys and meadows.
Green grass.
Yeah, green grass. And now we're in the real high desert, 7,000 feet. And there's really no trees to speak of other than maybe up on top there. These are not that big. And it's still 7,000 feet. Yeah, it's a wonderful life. You know, when I think about it, I've said this to other people before, I'm content with my age in life now.
You're blessed.
Yeah,
You're blessed.
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm older than most people, and you know the best part about it, I'm content. You know what? My needs are simple. I don't need a lot. I don't have to do anything, basically. You know, if it's snowing 8 foot deep, I don't have to go outside.
Yeah.
If it's 120 degrees, I stay in the house. You know, I got enough creature comforts to keep me comfortable. And doesn't matter that, you know, that to me that we're renting. The thing is, he keeps raising the rent, and will probably force us out of here. Because he's pretty much chopped my income to nothing now. You know, we're no more this 1/3 of your income is rent or whatever. So we're way past that. Yeah, he gave us a good hike the last time. I mean, we like the place. I'm not happy about being in a zoo, but I like the place. Andrew's happy with the place.
What do you mean a zoo?
Well, all the houses look the same. You remember, you couldn't even find my house, and you've been there for 3 days. You know, he ought to live there. He fits right in. But anyway, what I'm saying is, you know, I would never buy something like that. You know what I'm saying? Myself, if I was owning something, looking to buy something, I would rather just have a house, separate a little bit, you know, and that kind of stuff. But you know, but Andrea Life's got a great kitchen, great appliances.
Yeah.
You know, she's got her own little room, desky little room where she buries herself. We got 2 bedrooms. If the kids come, they still got a place to stay. And you know, and she's got the big swimming pool that she just was going to today because it was going to be 80. And you know, they actually got the game room. They actually got an exercise room. And they do Texas line dancing, and they do yoga, and they do all that stuff, you know. And it doesn't cost anything extra.
Yeah.
You know, like she's going to bingo, right? It doesn't cost them. You don't have to buy the card. You just have to make an appointment and buy a ticket, as they say. They don't give you a ticket, but they got your name down. You know, they call it buying a ticket. And she bought 3 tickets. I said, well, I ain't going. I got choir practice anyway. I ain't going. In fact, I got a call. According to the bulletin, they don't have us down for choir practice. I'm going to find out if we're going to have it. They got somebody else in the room, and I'm not. Yeah, but she screws it up. That girl's a little flaky. She ain't a girl. She's a, you know, she's a woman. She's in her 50s, probably, or 60 or 50 or something. You know, nice lady, but you know, she can't do 2 things at once. The phone rings, boom, that's it. She's talking on the phone. You can stand there for a month. You know, that's the kind of person she is. She doesn't able to say, hold on. You know, as soon as the phone rings, she picks it up. Yeah, we're heading back down from 7,000 feet. Gas, where are we at? We have tank yet?
Oh, we've got like 3/4.
Oh,
Little
okay.
under
So
3/4.
yeah, but I knew a half tank would be pushing it probably, because I knew how slow and how uphill and and all the things. That's why I always try to keep it full.
Yeah, I always do too.
Yeah. And first place with the Subaru, it's costing me. What's Texas gas prices like?
I filled up. I use regular in my new car. $2.79.
That's what it was, $2.79.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, we paid $3.20, so it was $3.39. I get the 10 cents off. $3.39 normally, and you can find a little cheaper one someplace. But basically, I think last year we did get down to $3. But I was surprised how pricey it was out here. But when you cross the border into California, whoa. When I fill up my car, I got an 18.5 gallon tank. So we're talking in California, $100.
Yeah.
But I don't fill up in California. I do once in a while, but it's never that low. It's a quarter tank, 3/4 of a tank or something. So it's maybe $25. So I never let it go before, even at home, below a half, because then it's still $35, $40. Oh, there's a deer that didn't make it to dinner. Yeah.
Well, I likewise am content. Like, did I tell you my story about?
Well, you travel a lot. That's great.
Harbor Freight. Did I tell you about my Harbor Freight story?
No, Harbor Freight. We got a couple of them. I went in there, but I never bought anything.
Well, they've got things like you say, "Oh God, that's cool. I think I'll get that." So my friend and I go to lunch with him at least once a week. And then we'll say, well, where else do you need to go? Yeah, I got to go to Walmart to get something. Okay, fine, we go. And then let's go to Harbor Freight. And for the longest time, we never left without buying something.
Well, they have a lot of little things that are like fast lights and all that stuff. Yeah.
And the last few times we've gone, we walk out not buying anything. We don't need anything. We don't need a damn thing.
Yeah.
But things like, for instance, in my house, I got front and backyard.
Yeah.
The Harbor Freight sells a sprinkler head that actually looks like a sprinkler head on the top, and you screw it off and you put a key in it, and then you bury it in your shrubs, and you always have a key outside of your house.
Never thought of it.
Yeah. And
Wow,
it looks,
great
if you look
idea,
down
right?
it looks like just another sprinkler head.
Yeah.
But it's got a little chain in there. You put your key on there, step on it, push it in down, and whatever, and there it is.
Yeah, we got the real mini ones though, so it would stand out. And they got the real little.
Oh, the
ones.
little one.
Yeah, they're very tiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
The regular size though. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I never thought of that idea. It's like the keys under the back mat.
Yeah.
Or lift up the flower pot. Everybody knows those things. Put it on the sill of the door. Like people like the keys, and they put the keys up here.
Yeah.
All that, and then the guy steals your car. Here, you don't have to worry. You can't get started without having a key. And it's a program, right? That's why it costs $300 to get a new one if you lose your keys, right?
Yeah, I guess
you gotta go to the factory to pre-program it or something.
And for a BMW, you gotta prove that you own everything.
Yeah.
And it goes to Munich to get your new replacement
BMW,
key.
Yeah. Is your car made overseas or was it made here?
No, it was made overseas in 2001.
Okay. Now they got that, like I told you, in South Carolina.
Yeah.
They got that huge plant. Yeah.
But I don't think they make all the models here. They probably make the 500
Oh,
series.
yeah, they
or
probably,
something.
whatever sells in America, I'm sure they're
In
making.
half a mile, turn left onto the I-15 South ramp.
Turn left. All right. Okay, we're ending our little trip today, getting on to 7:15.
I should have checked the models.
But you know something? We say goodbye to the cows, because there we are. Some cows are starting, and cows are done.